Good morning to one and all. In today's lecture, we'll discuss about the direct sequence spread spectrum. As you all know, in the previous lecture, we discussed about FHSS. That was a analog spread spectrum. While your direct sequence is a technique of your digital system. So these are my session outlines that I'll be discussing: the basics of your DSSS, significance, block diagram, working, waveform, bandwidth sharing of DSS, and the advantages as well as your applications. Now, if we talk about the basics of your DSS, it is a spreading technique which extends its bandwidth of input signal. For example, if I say this is your input signal, this is having a bandwidth B. This is a input signal. If you pass it through your DSS technique, then your bandwidth will increase. Suppose we can say its bandwidth is BSS. So that means your bandwidth is getting increased over here. So basically our agenda is to increase the bandwidth. So this is our output signal. Now, second, here the input signal can be modulated by your PSK, QAM and QPSK. We know in FHSS we were using FSK modulation technique only, but here we can use various modulation technique, that is your PSK, quadrature amplitude modulation, and your quadrature phase shift keying. So it is basically your digital spread spectrum technique. Now, talking about the significance of DSSS, in analog spread spectrum we use FHSS. So we were using FHSS, so it has some of the drawbacks that we will be discussing over here, that is the non-coherent detection, FSK DPSK technique at input signal, the bit error rate is poor, as well as your band efficiency is poor in your FHSS. Now, if we talk about the block diagram, so this is basically the block diagram of your DSS. Here we have original signal that is passed through your PSK. We can write it as PSK or as well as your QPSK and QAM. This is your spreader, or we can say a modulator. It is connected with a chip generator. Here the chip generator is used, and that is connected through your PN sequence, or we can say PN pseudo code. And here we are getting your DSS signal. Now suppose if I say that this is our bandwidth, if this is your bandwidth and it is passed through your chip generator and it has length, that is L. Now at the output of your DSS signal we get the bandwidth, that is BSS is equals to L into B. Clear? So here your L is processing gain. We can say it as processing gain, or we can say it as bandwidth multiplication factor, or we can say it as bandwidth multiplication factor. Now here that can be defined, and this your bandwidth multiplication can be defined as L is equals to TB upon TC, where TB is your bit period and TC is your chip period. This is your bit period and TC is your chip period. Clear? So here your chip generator, it basically it generates codes. It can have your Barker's code. Basically it uses your Barker's code that we won't be discussing in brief. And the third one is it has digital output. That may be defined as your defined by the terms +1 and -1. So it is basically, these are the three things that we'll be using it through your chip generator. We'll discuss it with the help of an waveform. Here we have an input signal, that is 1 0 1. Okay, now this is, here we are having spreading code, and this is your output code. Now your spreading code, that is your L. Here see that we have defined that L is equals to 5, because we have given the data 5. So we have L is equals to 5 codes we have given, that is 0 1 0 1 1. Now we'll see what will be happening at your spreading code. So at spreading code, 0 will be represented by your -1 and 1 will be represented by your +1. So 0, for 0 it will be -1 and your 1 will be represented by +1, then 0, then again 1. After then it is 0, then again 1, then 0, then 1. Now again it is 0, then 1, 0 and 1. So basically we have represented 0 with your -1 and 1 is represented as +1. Clear? Now the output code, basically the output code can be given by XORing of your input signal as well as your spreading code. So when we'll be doing the XORing of your input signal and spreading code, we'll get the output code. So we'll define the output code. Now see, here it is 1 and here it is 0. So 1 0 means it will be so 1 0, so it will be 0. Now 1 1, so it will be 1 1 1. Then after then 1 0, it will be 0, and for 1 1 it will be 1. So it will be 1, and for 1 1 it will be 1. Clear? Now next, see here it is 0. So for 0 0 it will be 0. For 0 1, sorry, for 0 0 it will be 1. For 0 0 it will be 1. For 1 0 it will be 0. For 0 0 it is 1. After then for 0 1 it will be 0, and for 0 1 it is 0. Now next, if we see here it is 1 0. For 1 0 it is 0. For 1 1 it is 1. For 1 0 it is 0, and for 1 1 it is 1, and for 1 1 it is 1. So this is how we can draw the waveform. What we did in the waveform, this is our input signal having 1 0 1 as the input signal code. Now here we have given L is equals to 5, so this is our 5 code, that is 0 1 0 1 1. Now here we have represented the spreading code. Your 0 represents -1 and 1 represents your +1. So we have made the waveform accordingly to it. After then we have to calculate the output code. So output code is basically the XORing of your input signal as well as your spreading code. So we have done the XORing and we can easily calculate the waveform. Now coming on to the, here we can see one more thing that we discussed, that L, see this is your TB and this is your TC. This is your bit period and this is your chip period. So we can say the processing gain can be TB upon TC. Clear? So by this we can see this is your time bit period and this is your TC, that is chip period. Now coming on to the bandwidth sharing of DSSS. So it basically in wireless it is not possible to share bandwidth. So by using Barker's code, we can share bandwidth in some applications. So basically in Barker code, you can share one channel with another channel. So that's why we use Barker's code. Now next is advantages of DSSS. The first one is it provides better security and the immunity against your jamming is compared to your FHSS. And last, that is your applications. So applications in CDMA, it is used in your 2G and as well as in your 3G. So this was all about your DSSS. Thank you.